Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. I truly appreciate your time. Today we're going to do another holster review from a company that was very gracious enough to supply me with two of their holsters. And this is PJ Holsters. Their website is pjholster.com, as you can see here on the screen. And just like always, I'll have it down in the description as a link too, so you can link right to their products. This company, it stood out to me because if you can pick it up on the camera here, their clip design is made out of the same piece of Kydex that the holster is made out of. You can see that it is one continuous piece that bends over and forms the clip. This became interesting to me because I wasn't sure how good this would hold up, how strong this design would be, because we're all so used to Kydex holster, which has an addition of a clip. You know, whatever type of clip is usually added to the holster with screws or bolts or whatever type of mounting hardware that company uses. But this is different. It is for me. I've never seen anything like this. So it was intriguing to me, and I wanted to test this thing thoroughly so that I could give you a full report. Like I said, that Paul over at PJ Holsters sent me these two. This is for my Glock 19. They also fit the 23. If you're familiar with Glock, they're all basically the same size as long as it's in the same family. He sent me this inside the waistband holster and an outside the waistband holster. Paul, thank you very much. He does this design, and I talked to him quite a bit about what made him think of using this, because I've never seen anybody do this before, and it's kind of interesting to me as somebody who, you know, you look at something and you always say, man, I could have done that. But I'm not engineering, I'm not of an engineer type mind, so I would have never done it. But sometimes you see something that's just so simple that it's just like the perfect thing to do. It makes sense, which is like what Paul did here with his holster. PJ Holster strives to make their holsters simple, practical, and affordable. If you check out their website, it says it there. And you can see the designs of holsters that they have. And I'll give them that. This is simple. It's very practical. And their holsters are extremely affordable. If you go on the website, you'll see that depending on how you design your holster, they're made custom to order. Depending on how you design it will affect your cost. There are different colors, different camo patterns. There are different styles of clip. They make some for, you know, laser bearing weapons, light bearing weapons. So check out their website, but the prices are all reasonable. They start off at 50 bucks, and I think they max out at 70. So it's nothing that's going to cause you to put a second mortgage on the house. They also have 4 options on your clip size. If you watched my videos before on holsters and gun belts, you know that the marriage between the holster and the belt is impeccable and will affect everything from your draw to your retention to your security to anything. And it even affects your concealability. Paul makes 4 sizes: 1 1/4 inch, 1 1/2 inch, 1 3/4 inch, and a 2-inch belt loop. So if you have a 2-inch gun belt, whether it's a Cobra type buckle belt, etc., he can hook you up with an outside the waistband holster for that. If you wear a small dress belt, usually dress in suits, and it's a little thinner belt of 1 1/4 inch, he can make a holster for that, and anything in between. You'll see here there are 2 different cants. This one is a straight up 0-degree cant, and this is an aggressive 30-degree cant. They also make a range of cants with 30 as the max, and they go all the way to a negative 15-degree cant. For those of you who aren't familiar with that, what is a negative 15-degree cant? It's basically a cross-draw holster. If you're right-handed, it's canted in a way you can wear it on your left side and point the butt or the grip of the gun towards the center mass. Another thing that's kind of cool about PJ Holsters is they'll make your holster in any of the 3 main Kydex thicknesses, whether it's 060, 080, or 093. You can call them, talk to them, or even just use their online order form, and you can designate how thick you want your holster. Generally, your inside the waistband holsters will be thinner, Kydex-wise speaking, will be thinner material than your outside the waistband holsters, because your outside the waistband holster needs to be more rugged. It's out there, it's going to get banged around, etc. So you need that just a little bit more toughness. It also helps your the retention. The stiffer the material is, it will help retain that weapon that much more. You know, this holster is extremely comfortable, as you can see. I mean, it doesn't look obvious to anybody that I'm carrying, although I'm not as small as I used to be in my playing days, but I am carrying with their holster. I have my Glock on me, and the holster itself, the clip, this is the reinforced clip-on, and it's extremely thin. I mean, look how thin it is. If you use the yellow contrast to the background here, it's a very, very thin holster. I mean, it's very, very comfortable. Like I said, I've been wearing it every single day, at least 12 hours a day for the last 20 days. So they get my thumbs up. Good holster. You might want to check them out. The thing that brought this type of style to my attention, like I said, was the single piece of Kydex. What this does is it gives the thinnest possible holster without the use of external hardware or clips. I mean, and it's true. I mean, look how thin that is. That's an outside the waistband holster. And look how thin that is. It really doesn't add that much bulk. And this is a double stack weapon. So if you imagine a single stack gun, whether it's your 380s or even your 1911s, that's going to make a huge difference. You don't have the extra thickness to your holster. Clip styles. Make several, like I said. We'll start with the inside the waistband holster. Okay, this is called the clip-on, or the reinforced clip-on. If you look right in there, you see that extra piece of material that was added in there and bonded in. You can see it there. Let me get that to focus for you better. There you go. You can see that that extra piece of Kydex is on the inside of that belt clip, and that's to add rigidity and strength. And let me tell you that it works. This is when I first started putting this on a belt. I wear a thick gun belt, so this was a bitch to get on. So you're not going to have a problem with this clip not retaining or pinching in underneath where your belt is. It's a good design. You did a good one, Paul. They also make the same type of clip-on. It's called single thickness. It will lack that reinforced piece, so that is a little more cost-effective for you if that's what you want. If you're not looking for something that will actually lockjaw onto your belt, that's an option for you as well. And then they make the J-hook that most of us are familiar with. It's a piece of Kydex that goes behind your belt and just has a clip hook that comes out and catches the bottom of your belt. So like if, look at this awesome high-tech display here. This is the J-hook, and this is your belt, and it sits just like that. You can't even see that. So this is the J-hook, and this would be your belt, and it just hooks right underneath. Awesome. We have a high budget here at Guns and Gadgets. So those are the three options you have for your inside the waistband. And like I said, it keeps those extremely comfortable with minimal printing. And it's, like I said, it's huge for a single stack gun. This is like nothing. Absolutely like no profile for a single stack weapon. Outside the waistband, he has two options. There's the closed loop, which I have here, which is a more secure fitment to the belt. As you can see, it has one continuous loop, and it comes back in on top of itself. So that's not going to be able to clip onto a belt. You actually have to thread your belt through this as you're putting your belt on your pants. You have to pick where you want you carry your holster and thread that belt through. And like I said, that's the more secure of the two options. Better for heavy duty and active use. So if you wear the gun a lot every single day, like myself, a minimum of 12 hours a day. If I'm up longer, I have it on longer. That will make a big difference, as you go further down the road, as far as the length and the life of the holster. He does make a clip-on version, which is less secure than the closed loop, but it's a lot more convenient because it's easy on, easy off. So if you take your gun on and off, leave it in the car, stick it in a locker, whatever your life requires, he has a holster that'll work with you. When I carry, it stays on, rain or shine, so closed loop is perfect for me. And like I said earlier, the outside the waistband holster is a little thicker than material-wise than the inside the waistband holsters, because it just needs to be that much more durable. They also make a tuckable style of inside the waistband holster, where they'll have a second piece of Kydex that has the loop on it, and it's bonded, so that way you can tuck your t-shirt or what have you between the two pieces of Kydex. Check out their website. They have a ton of colors. I was going to do a list of all the colors, but it changes and he adds to it constantly. So check the website again, pjholster.com. I'll throw it down here again. It's in the description as a link. Check them out. Ton of stuff, from pinks to blues to types of camos, woodland, whatever. They also have an extremely sexy Gadsden flag one. I love that one. It's looks a little worn and tattered, and check it out. It's pretty cool. But they offer a 30-day full refund, no questions asked. I wore this for 20 straight days to be sure that this is something that I would wear. And after 20 days, I'm here to tell you that absolutely, it's a great holster. I have no issues or concerns. I was concerned initially about, like I said, the one continuous piece of material that formed the belt loop, but day in and day out usage, drawing, range use, whatever, it didn't affect my ultimate decision on the holster. He has a lifetime warranty. If anything needs to be replaced at all he asks is that the original purchaser is the one, is still the owner of it. He will honor the lifetime warranty to the original purchaser. You just got to send it back for repair or replacement. It's extremely excellent customer service. I mean, you chip it, 12 years down the road, you send it back, he's taking care of you. And to the customer service part, if you have a firearm that's not listed on his list of guns on the website, and if you want to order a gun, go to a holster for a specific gun, you go to the website and they have a list that's always updated. If your gun's not there and there's a mold available, Paul will buy that mold just to make your holster. A lot of places are so concerned with the bottom line and can they make enough of a certain product to be profitable that they'll hold off on the rare guns that people don't have just because they're not going to make a ton of them. Well, Paul will actually go out and buy that single mold for that single holster that you want. That goes a long way. And currently, as of November 11th, he's processing orders that were made at the end of October, so you're looking at about 3 weeks right now. He does update his website routinely as far as processing time, whether they're longer or faster, and he'll tell you why it's affected. So again, excellent customer service. Please check him out. I mean, this is what your inside the waistband holster will look like at a 30-degree cant with a reinforced clip-on. And this is the profile you'll have for the outside the waistband holster. And this is the closed loop. It's not bulky by any means. It's strong, it's tough. You can see they have the adjustable retention, so you can get it as tight or as loose as you prefer. They do have the raised channels for sights, so that you're not going to catch if you have a bigger sight. It's quality workmanship. He also has his calling card branded right in, PJ. You can purchase these holsters and have no problems. You will get a quality product that will hold up to the use and abuse. And if you do have any problems, they'll take care of it. Paul is interested in keeping his customers satisfied, and many of his customers are repeat customers, so that goes to say something. Also, there are a lot of police departments that have authorized his holsters for usage. So that as well, coming from a former police officer, that says a lot, because to be an approved holster, it's got to be able to hold up and perform without issue. So good product. Check them out, pjholster.com. That's their website. You can order your holster, check out all their colors and camo patterns, and there are all kinds of pictures of the different clips, just like I have had here in the video. I appreciate your time. If you like this, if this is something you're into, please hit that like button right down there. And please subscribe. I'd love to have you have at least a video a week. Sometimes I go up to as many as 3 or 4 a week. So please subscribe to be kept up with the new activity here on the channel. This is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. I truly appreciate your time. Have a great day.